So, hello. We are here to teach you about parabolas, which is what you are learning in 9.2. I'm Suemin.
Yejoo and Sydney.
And okay, let's go learn. So, this here is a parabola. It is a parabola with a vertex, a directrix, a foci, a focus, and an axis of symmetry. This specific parabola has a vertex at the origin, which is approximately right there. And if we were to draw an x-axis and a y-axis, the x-axis would go like this, and the y-axis would go like this. The equation for a parabola like this, which is a vertical parabola, would be x squared equals 4py. Now you're probably wondering, what is p? Well, I'll explain it to you. P is something that they put in a parabolic equation to help you graph it. And P also helps you find the directrix and the foci. So, the directrix is a line that's approximately right here. The line that's below or above the parabola. It's like not, it doesn't touch the parabola, but it's pretty close to it. The focus is a point that's between the parabola and the directrix. You can find the directrix by using either the equation y equals negative p or x equals negative p. In this case, since it's a vertical parabola, it would be y equals negative p. So for example, if p was 4, the equation of this would be y equals negative 4. The focus can be found also using p. The focus can either be p comma 0 or 0 comma p. In this case, it would be p comma 0, and it would go right between the parabola and the directrix. And the last thing that you have to know about this is the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is whatever line that cuts the parabola exactly in half. In this case, since the origin is a vertex, the axis of symmetry would be the x-axis.
By looking at the graph, you can indicate that it is an x squared equals 4py equation because the graph opens down. You can find p by using the directrix, and since the directrix is negative p, you can know that p is negative 4. Now just plug p into the equation. You will get x squared equals 16y.
So when you're given the equation of x squared equals negative 12p, first you need to find the p value. To do so, you divide the value in front of the y by 4. That is because the equation is x squared equals 4py. So if we divide negative 12 by 4, p equals negative 3. Before your graph, remember that the vertex is always at 0, 0. And because this graph is x squared, the axis of symmetry is x equals 0. With the information that we can find out, the focus is 0, negative 3 because the p value is negative 3. And consequently, the directrix becomes y equals 3.
This parabola right here is different from all the past 3 examples. You know why? Because this one goes sideways. Up and down, it goes sideways. Sideways parabolas are different because they have different equations. Up and down parabolas, aka vertical parabolas, have the equation x squared equals 4py. Sideways parabolas, such as this one, have the equation y squared equals 4px. Since I have to solve a problem, I'm going to give this parabola an equation. It's just a random equation that I just made up, and it's probably not right, but it'll give me an equation so I can solve this problem. The equation I gave this parabola is y squared equals 20x. First, we'll have to find p because p is the most important part. P would be 20 divided by 4 because the equation is y squared equals 4px. And then it was 20x, so 20 divided by 4 is 5. Therefore, p is 5. Now that you know p, you can find the directrix and the focus. The directrix would be x equals negative 5 because, as we learned before, sideways parabolas for the directrix, it would be x equals negative p. And since p is 5, negative p is negative 5. So it would be x squared equals negative 5. X equals negative 5, sorry. And then we need to find the focus. In this case, since the parabola is going sideways, the focus would be p comma 0. So in this case, it would be 5 comma 0. So basically, it's positive on the x-axis, and it's at 5, not negative 5, but positive 5. And last, there's the axis of symmetry. Since The axes, that's probably, yeah, axes is right here, 1, 2. The axis of symmetry would be the y-axis. That. And that's the problem.